sitting in today. She's the Sports Gab on Twitter. Gabriella Cruz on Instagram.
She got a little AC bump.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hey, there you go.
Talking about how she got over 11,000 now.
Fantastic.
Yeah, on the gram.
On the gram. Doing it all for the gram. Yeah. Cavaliers are in Indianapolis. I said Indianapolis. In Indianapolis tonight.
Indianapolis. Indiana usually is how people say it. Welcome back. We're broadcasting from Ohio, Cleveland.
Playing the Pacers tonight, 7 o'clock on MMS and on the iHeartRadio app. So 6:30, we get out of here right about that time and then right into your pregame coverage. Alan, did you see what Aaron Rodgers tweeted? Did you see what Aaron Rodgers tweeted?
No.
Hey, everyone, just want to clear up some things. Yes, I will be playing with the Packers next year. However, reports about me signing a contract are inaccurate, as are the supposed terms of the contract I signed, in quotation marks. I'm very excited to be back. Arm flex emoji, hashtag year 18, heart emoji. There you go. So that just means he hasn't signed it yet. And he also doesn't want people to know how much he's, who knows, whatever.
Yeah, people are going to know.
They're going to know. Right. So Russell Wilson said, hold my beer. Aaron Rodgers didn't even get like a day to himself to let all that big news sink in. All the back and forth among fans of Green Bay. Will he or won't he? He goes, yes, I will. And then Russell Wilson slides right in there. Hey, I'm going to Denver. You see Ted Lasso Season 3 started production?
Yes.
They're shooting Ted Lasso. Do you watch Ted Lasso, Gab?
No.
No. Have you tried or just not something for you?
She is Ted Lasso. She's like the real life Ted Lasso. Just like
Because you're so nice.
so positive and like you got that same vibe.
I haven't seen it.
Understood.
That's it.
Yeah.
You should check it out.
It's
on
not
Apple
for
TV+.
everyone.
It's
Do you have
great.
Apple TV?
Nah. See, that's why.
That would be predicated on that.
I'm very hindered by... Let's see, my sister, I've gotten into her Hulu, Disney Plus, and Netflix, so...
Oh, so you have none of your own. You're like kind of... you
I'm a
have
mooch.
passwords for... Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Yeah, I have a friend who gives me the Netflix. My sister carries the team on the others.
Yeah, I've got a handful of other people on all my services.
Oh, I got
will
so many
say-
moochers.
Yeah.
I looked into my Amazon Prime account the other day, and apparently I've been paying for my parents' BritBox TV and PBS.
Well, they like all the British shows.
I'm like, just so you know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my dad
Well, then they
loves
should
them.
get you Apple TV Plus.
Yeah.
And pay it back to you a little bit.
But also, I don't know if I have the attention span to...
Well, Ted Lasso is not a long show. It's not like an hour-long show.
Okay.
It's a half-hour
like,
comedy.
Yeah, half-hour comedy.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I like that.
And it's very like uplifting but also very funny.
I'm sold.
Yeah,
I think you would like it.
You would love
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's about sports too.
Okay, fun.
Yeah.
So
Well,
they started
who has Apple Plus TV?
I do.
I also do.
I don't know if I do. I have so many other things.
I'll find somewhere to get a password.
Are you prone to watching TV? Like some people, when they have a bit of free time, they don't watch TV. They'll read or they'll do something else or they'll...
No, I don't watch TV. Like any of the Channel 19 stuff, people are always like, when does your stuff run? I'm like, I don't know. I don't actually watch TV.
Yeah.
That's just how I roll. But I do like documentaries though. So I guess I cherry pick. I don't know if I have the attention span because I don't like waiting. Is it one of those things where you can binge watch the whole thing?
No,
Or
I think you gotta wait.
Well, it's an every week
ugh.
show, but it's on every they just put it on there. You don't have to watch it at a
Yeah.
certain time.
Well, and if it's
But-
comedy, I guess it does. It's not
Yeah.
like leaving you on a cliffhanger. Maybe it's
Oh,
just
it's a
enjoyment.
little bit, but it's also there's 2 seasons already out, so you can
Oh.
check those 2 seasons out.
Okay,
And then wait for the third to just be done.
that's
And then,
cool. Yeah, I could do something like that.
I don't care I don't care for how streamers make you wait now. The whole point of these is that you could binge them. I know Bill's team waiting. I'm not team waiting.
I don't like.
Let me
waiting
watch all
either.
of them. I want to watch all of them. Right?
But I
Really?
get mad at
Yeah.
the only person you get mad at is yourself because I did the same thing with The Crown. Like they had all 5 seasons. And I was like, oh, I got to play catch up. And then I did for like maybe 3 weeks. All I did was watch The Crown.
consumes you.
And then after I
Understood.
finished it, I was like, that was a waste. I could because now I'm like, I want to see season 6. and it's going to be like 2 years.
Yeah, you gotta
I'm
wait.
like, oh my God. No wonder people were pissed off at Game of Thrones. Like, it literally takes 2 years for another season to come out.
Oh yeah, they just announced they're dropping the second season of Russian Doll next month. Remember Russian Doll? Did you watch that with Natasha Lyonne? That was like 3 years ago that came. It was real good, but it came out like 2.5 years ago on Netflix. I'm sure the pandemic pushed everything back, but just out of the blue, they were like, "Oh yeah, we got a new season, and we're gonna drop it next month." Like, okay, but there's just too much stuff to watch anyway. So, I'm.
But Ted Lasso would be one that I think Gab would enjoy.
Yeah, I think you'd enjoy that. There's a boxing champion. His name is Guillermo Rigondeaux. I don't know if he fights for this country. I don't know if it doesn't say where he fights. Maybe boxing fans recognize the name. Guillermo Rigondeaux lost 80% of his vision. ESPN was talking about this. He lost 80% of his vision after he was cooking black beans in a pressure cooker and it exploded.
Oh my God.
Wow.
And he got scorching hot water into his eyes. You ever use one of those pressure cookers?
Oh my gosh.
Boy, they are multi-purpose. You can cook beans in them. You can use them as improvised explosive devices. So many things.
My question is, what does losing 80% of your vision look like? Is everything just like in water at that point? Is that what it looks like?
Don't know. I don't even know how they measure that. I don't know how they would measure that you had 80% of your vision gone. I also wonder if that's for good.
I imagine if that's essentially just light gets in at that point, right? It looks like you're underwater and you see like the top of it.
They said it could have killed him. They said, they make bombs out of pressure cookers. If one of those beans clogs up where the steam is going out, it could have exploded and killed him.
What?
This just merely blinded him. So he kept his life. They say he's regained a little bit of visibility. So now he can see shadows. And, your cornea, or your koinonia, whatever.
Indianapolis.
Cornea and beans.
Your corneon, it's like your eyes will come back if after a while, I think, right? Don't they regenerate? And,
I don't know.
You have...
I don't know how eye healing works. I mean, I think in a situation like this...
You didn't take those ophthalmology classes I bought for you for Christmas?
I did. I just didn't pay attention.
Oh.
Yeah,
I don't know. I love that you have a positive spin on that. I would hope so.
Will stem cells help?
Where would they put them?
I don't know.
Spray them into his eye?
Stab it in his
like
eye.
eye drops.
Stab it into his eye.
Here, this is going to help you. It's not going to feel like it at first, but it's going to help.
We're going to fill another pressure cooker with stem cells, and we're going to explode that into your face.
No, babe, if I get in your eyes, it actually helps regenerate your vision.
Right. This is all stem cells coming out here.
I think of stem cells like the South Park stem cells, where he replicated a restaurant with stem cells. That's what I would use it for. I'm like, I could have 2 Chick-fil-A's. All I got to do is just replicate it with stem cells.
God. I swear Poundcake's the last guy watching South Park.
No.
People still watching South
People
Park?
still watch. They're not going to get rid of it. Like, that's one of the longest running shows next to The Simpsons.
No, I mean, people are still watching it. I
think some people
Simpsons
are.
doesn't get great ratings anymore, but it's on because it's been on. Like, what else are they going to put there?
South Park is,
But it's got like that loyal following where like we can count on getting views on
You get
this.
a built-in
audience.
audience.
Why would you take it away?
What
Gotcha.
was the peak of South Park? Like, what year?
Oh, God, probably 20 years ago?
Yeah,
No.
I would say like around the mid 2000s. I feel like that was probably their peak. But even like it might have been even before then because they had like the movie and like the late
I had that
late
movie.
1999 or 2000 when that movie came out.
My mom bought that.
That was
for
probably
my
the
birthday.
peak.
Bigger, longer, and uncut. That was
Yeah.
the name of the movie.
And Team America it wasn't South Park per se, but it was those guys, and But again, they just signed that huge deal with Paramount Plus. So now every week they're cranking out like a new South Park movie because they owe them like 9 movies. So every time you turn on, they're like, "Oh, there's a new South Park movie."
They used to make fun of like celebrities on South Park. That's why I used to watch it because it would be some like A-listers, and then they made an episode about Lorde. I'm like, who in the world knows Lorde enough to make a South Park episode about her?
Well, 3 or 4 years ago, that would have made sense.
Yeah.
It's not brand
Actually,
new, right?
probably
More than that, 10 years ago.
Probably about 8-9 years ago.
Lordy?
Yeah. What was the Britney Spears one where like she was walking around with her head basically blown off?
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that one? And then there was the Kanye, the gay fish one.
That was a long time
Yeah.
ago.
The Paris Hilton stupid spoiled horror video playset.
I don't remember
Stupid
that.
spoiled horror video playset. Show the whole world what a slut you are.
Wow. He's got it memorized.
Because
Love
I
that
remember
show.
it was a game. They made it into a video game, and they were like, name Paris Hilton's cologne in the stupid spoiled horror store, because she opens up stores all over.
And you nailed it.
And it was called Skank. Skank.
He loves that.
Because I can't imagine. I understand that comes with the territory of being a celebrity, but is it a blessing to have a South Park episode about you? Like, they have a Tom Cruise
George
episode.
Clooney was the dog 100 years ago, wasn't he? George Clooney barked.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was like the first season.
Yeah.
But they had a Tom Cruise episode, and it was so bad that they took out the credits of the people who made the show because they knew Tom Cruise were going to sue them.
Oh.
Because they were calling him a fudge packer.
This guy.
He gets so excited about
I know,
it, too.
he does. He loves it, boy. Alan Cox Show After Hours line. Anytime you want to drop us a message there, you can do it. It's 216-986-8903.
Yo, what's up, Alan? Corey in Tarpon Springs. You guys talking about Cody finding and developing his radio persona name, and you having the funny thought of him just snagging the actual real government name of some dude who changed it to a radio persona. Just getting you hip to what's going on here in Tampa Bay. My 100.7 equivalent would be, and here, let me put a little bit of a Tampa Bay's Rock 98.7 The Shark. And here's our morning show with Dave and Chuck the Freak. Morning, Tampa Bay Rock.
Mm-hmm.
All right, everybody. Later.
Yes, Corey down Tarpon. I know I don't know those guys, but I'm familiar with that show. Dave and Chuck the Freak were a big deal they were on in Canada for like a decade. They were on this station that no longer exists called 89X. And it was right across the river from Detroit. So it was the only alternative station in that whole area for a long, long time. So everybody in the Detroit market and across the river would listen to 89X. A great station. And so these guys, Dave and Chuck the Freak, their timing couldn't have been better because the WMMS of Detroit, I was on in Detroit for 5 or 6 years, and the WMMS of Detroit is a station called RIF. It's WRIF. It's been on the air for 40 years. And they brought these guys over to be their new morning show. And now they have them on in Boston, and they have them on in Tampa. And I don't know if they do a good job or whatever, but I remember when I was still on in Detroit, and I had been talking to a couple of our muckety mucks, and I go, how come, I said, those guys seem to be killing it over there. How come you guys didn't try to get them? And they go, oh, we did. We would have replaced you about a year and a half ago with Dave and Chuck the Freak if we'd have been able to get them. And I go, oh, well, I appreciate your candor. And I'm happy you couldn't get them. But I don't know anything about them, but I'm familiar with that show. I didn't know that they were on in Tampa. I know they put them on in Boston. But they're out of Detroit. But hey, listen, good for them, right? But Corey's got him down there on 98.7 The Shark, which sounds like a lot of fun. Alan, I went to an event that was a string quartet. This is Kylie writing me. I went to an event that was a string quartet performance, and I took my best friend for her birthday because they were doing a Taylor Swift tribute show. And she loves Taylor Swift, and the quartet invited the audience to sing along to the songs as they played them. And it said it made the show more enjoyable for them as well, and everybody was singing along to each of the songs. I couldn't help but think about how you would hate this, Taylor Swift music aside. Everyone singing in unison to the Taylor Swift songs. But if it's a string quartet performance, doesn't that imply that it's instrumental?
So people are singing.
If the people are singing,
you can sing with string quartets.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
They're not singing over Taylor Swift. If it's a string quartet performance of her music, it sounds largely instrumental. That wouldn't bother me.
You don't like people.
We've gone over this many times.
So you are definitely not okay with Christmas caroling.
No, that's fine. That's a cappella. Here's my pet peeve, and everybody says that I'm crazy, and maybe I am. My pet peeve is I don't like people in the car singing over music.
I think that's my sister. She
Because
does not like me singing over the music.
My thought is, you're not going to improve this song. I'd rather pause it and let you do your thing.
How do you know, though?
Actually, no. Brie doesn't like me singing a cappella. She says she has a she doesn't. She has a hearing.
She just doesn't want you to sing.
Yeah, she has a hearing
Just
issue
enough of that, yeah.
with your
she blames
voice.
it off on what does she call it? She's like, I have
Tinnitus?
auditory sensitivity.
Just to your
That's a
voice.
really- but it's weird because she's like, I like when you sing when I hear you on the radio or like when I hear your music, but I don't know.
Auditory sensitivity, right, to your
maybe
voice.
That's what you have.
Right. No, listen, I mean...
He just doesn't like when someone... And he won't sing along with a song either.
Okay.
Like,
Well, I'm just not... I don't sing along with songs. But
and he doesn't understand why other people do it because...
I didn't say that.
I mean, you said you kind of...
I didn't say I don't understand. I understand all of it. I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like somebody in my car when there's a song on the radio singing.
He doesn't like joy.
That's everybody. Why does everybody say I don't like joy?
Hey, we didn't even,
That's
have, to,
not.
we
What
didn't
about,
have to tell her. She just knows.
what about my joy? Nobody ever considers
That's
my
exactly How
joy.
Brie is. I'm just super excited to meet someone else who has the same.
And I don't have any auditory sensitivity.
I
don't
you
like
do.
people.
That's what Brie says, though.
Well,
I think you guys are on the same wavelength, though. Like all that you're saying is very applicable.
I'm simply
Go
saying
right into
that
the
you're not gonna you're not going to improve the song by singing over it. And if you like the song, you like what they're... Again, I'm not going to go over this whole thing again for Gab's benefit, but it's well-tread ground.
I wonder if we should have Brie on.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys would get along great.
You would connect. Yeah.
All right. And again, I'm not looking for co-conspirators in this thing. I understand why people do it. I understand the inclination to sing along with something. There's probably something that's hardwired in the brain to do that. I don't like it.
But I think
In my car.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think it's the volume of it. Like Brie doesn't like if I sing. I'm too loud.
You're in an
too her
enclosed
ear.
space.
So it's auditory sensitivity that I think you have.
It's not even that.
It's enclosed in the car, and you
But
just
even
don't want
if
to hear it.
but even if I'm at a show and everyone's singing along with the band, I'm not going to stand there with a sour look on my face. But I'm not singing along.
But you don't enjoy it to hear the other people singing with
No.
it? Wow.
And he won't join in.
I didn't pay $50 to hear you dopes sing this song.
Okay,
Right?
I kind of understand what you're getting at.
That's just me.
But
That's
he
just
won't.
me.
But if it's like a part of a song, like everybody sings along because it's a very popular song, and they're holding the microphone to you, the crowd, Alan's like, no.
I didn't come here to work. I came here to
not
watch.
work, it's fun.
I came here to watch you sing the song, not me sing the song. I can't sing.
I
Point
get
the
it.
microphone at me. What do I come in here and point the microphone to other people? Here, hey, you do
Well,
it.
there's more than one microphone in here.
Hey, everybody.
I get what you're saying. I do.
It's not that I can't. I don't understand joy. You know, it's just that what gives other people joy
But I do like
does
that-
not give me joy.
I do like that she
went right to joy.
Right to joy.
Oh, you don't like joy? Uh-huh. So it's so your sister and I. Is this an older or younger sister?
Older sister, yeah.
Yeah, she might be onto something.
She really got me with the old school line. Like this was probably a month ago. She said, "Who sings that song?" And I thought I was doing awesome.
And
I
she
was
goes,
like two rooms over because I sing. It's involuntary. Like I don't know I'm singing.
Yeah.
It just happens, and I'm just singing weird, like anything that's on my mind. I was in the next room doing my own little belt, and then she shouts in from the other, "Who sings that?" And I thought I did an incredible performance. And she did the whole, let's keep it that way. And it still skyrockets my confidence down the drain.
God.
Like, how do you
When
not?
skyrockets your confidence
down the drain. It skyrockets to the drain. That's right.
Okay, well, whatever. The other way.
Yeah, I know.
What do you remember? What song it was?
No, but I do remember we were eating cereal one morning and I started singing this really depressing church song. It was like Jesus dying. Like I don't even know the song, but it just came out of nowhere. And we just like paused and looked at each other. I just started cracking up because it was the most out of context church song to be singing at 9 a.m. while eating Cheerios.
Yeah, about
but
the
that's how
homie.
random. The things I could never remember the song I was singing.
Listen, I grew up. My mom was a singer. I grew up in a house where there was always music. My mom was always singing. My ex-wife was a singer. She was always singing. Right. My older daughter is going to go to college for vocal performance. She has the voice of an angel. I don't mind singing.
Yeah.
Just don't sing over that song in my car.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
Can your mom sing in your car?
If my mom ever sets foot in my car, if my mom ever ends up in my car,
Yes.
she can do whatever she wants because
that's-
she's my mom.
And that's what I think it comes down to, is his mom's such a good singer that nobody can compare to Mother.
Right.
I don't have any kind of Norman Bates complex. If there's one thing you
If
can
you
know
say
about,
so.
if there's one thing you can know about me, it's that.
It was a Carrie Underwood song. Yeah, I remember.
Okay.
I remembered.
And she didn't like it.
Big bummer.
She gave it the old "Let's keep it that way."
Took a Louis, but like I was in
Right.
it. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
get
get
it.
it. Yeah.
I understand.
Ah.
I understand. What I like to do in a car is I'll pause the song and I'll
And
go,
then
"No,
let 'em go a
please,
cappella."
go ahead." Yeah, you do your part since it's so good, and then I'll finish enjoying the song.
I was at a
Oh man.
I was at a bar the other night, and there was karaoke, and someone did that, and it got everybody all like, everybody loves that song.
Yeah.
That-
Oh, before he
Yeah,
cheats.
before
Was
he
it Mr.
cheats.
Brightside? Oh, that song.
That
Yeah,
song.
it's a great song.
Yeah.
It's a great song about destroying somebody's property.
Yeah, you know
For
what?
childish reasons.
That's what we like to go
We
back
can
to
live
is
through that
property.
song.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, Gab Cruz is here. If you want to send a text for something, 35192. If you want to hear her sing, by the way, she got all that music over on the iHeartRadio app. Just search for her there. Kreuz, right?
You got
Is the
it.
last name? 35192. You want to text for something? I will have Cleveland Charge tickets